there's a position that all of us have either been in or we're gonna be in at some point. Because, you know, we go for hikes, maybe there's a flood, maybe something happens, we gotta leave our house in a hurry. Maybe we just went hiking and we get there and it has rained the entire time we've headed out there, and we need to light a fire and we need matches that work. We can't find our lighter or whatever, but in our kit we have waterproof matches. But you may ask, how do you make waterproof matches that aren't messy and sticky and nasty and that you can rely on? Okay, here's the key. Notice it says strike anywhere matches. That's highly important. When you're making waterproof matches, you just gotta have strike anywhere matches. Those ones that you strike on the box aren't gonna do you any good if the box is wet. Because that little thing right there on the box works good, as we'll see. You take a match and you can just strike it just like that on the box. Works great. However, if the box is wet, not going to help you. So, let's see how to do this. First of all, you find your strike anywhere matches and you dump them out. And you'll look at them. And you'll see that not all of them are created equal. Some have larger little white dots on the end than others. You want to select the ones with the big dots. So we'll select a couple out that have the bigger dots, like this one, and this one, and this one here. We'll start with 3 here, and we'll push the rest of these aside. Now these strike anywhere matches, they can be hard to find. Most of your big chain stores won't sell them. You wonder why? It's because some idiot's been cutting the heads off these things and making pipe bombs out of them. It's not even a very good pipe bomb. I mean, there's so many better things to make pipe bombs out of. You certainly don't need to use strike anywhere matches. But apparently somebody did it, and the insurance company got concerned that there'd be a lawsuit. And so there it goes. They just banned them from their store. So I had to go to a small, out-of-the-way place and buy them that isn't ruled by the lawyers. The other thing you're going to need is some clear fingernail polish. This is called Wet n Wild Clear Nail Protector. That works pretty good. So we're going to find out. Not every brand works, but I got this at the dollar store. It's a good cheap brand, good and cheap, which means it's probably not going to permeate the match. Because if it soaks into the match before it dries, well, then it's really bad. But I'm hoping that the cheap stuff will work better than the expensive stuff. And it's really pretty simple what you do. You set this aside, you take your match, just like this, and you dip it down in there. And you pull it out. And you let it dry. And we'll set this off to the side to dry. We'll dip 3 of them in here, and we'll let them dry, and then we'll test them out, see how well they work. And you don't have to soak them in there, you just dip them in so that they're covered. You can see the match there's a little shiny. That's because it's got the Wet n Wild on there. Let's let those dry, and when we come back we'll see how well they hold up to water and then lighting. Okay, I got my 3 matches. They're dried. Let's find out how they work. This is a little tub of water. I'm going to throw them in there. Alright, well, they're getting wet. Alright, let's pull them out. Good grief, they're sticking in my hands, they're so wet. And I'm going to take my sleeve, because that's probably what I'm going to have to work with. I'm going to dry them off a little bit. Let's see if this bad boy will light. Look at that. Now, just to prove that that worked, let's show what happens if we take a match that doesn't have the stuff on it. We'll throw it in the water and let's see if it'll light. Nope, it's junk. Yet, we take this one. That was one of the ones in the water. Look at that. See if I can burn my shop down here. Just like that. So what you need is dollar store clear nail polish, because it won't soak into the match. And you need Strike Anywhere matches. Now if you can find Strike Anywhere matches anywhere, buy a bunch of them, because chances are it won't be long you're not gonna be able to find them at all, because once the lawyers get their hooks into something, you know what it is. It's the end of it. Happy trails.